Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition on Nightmare. Last time, after a failed attempt to take out the Hinterlands Dragon again, we received story quests from Varric and the Iron Bull, and so right now we're headed to the Storm Coast to do Iron Bull's quest. The Ben Hasroth have offered an alliance with the Inquisition, accompany Bull and his chargers to meet with our contact on the Storm Coasts. People are shipping red lyrium, and we want to stop them, so let's charge in, as we might say, with Bull and his chargers. And we'll stop some red lyrium smuggling, deal with the Venatori, earn an alliance with the Kunari. It sounds like a good deal to me.
All right. Our Kunari contact should be here to meet us.
He is. Good to see you again, Hisrad.
Gat! Last I heard, you were still in Saharan.
They finally decided I'd calmed down enough to go back into the world.
Boss, this is Gat. We work together in Saharan.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor. Hisrad's reports say you're doing good work.
Einbull's name is Hisrad.
Under the Qun, we use titles, not names.
My title was Hisrad, because I was assigned to secret work. You can translate it as Keeper of Illusions, or...
Liar. It means liar.
Well, you don't have to say it like that.
I look forward to working together.
Hopefully this will help both our peoples. Tevinter is dangerous enough without the influence of this Venatori cult.
Yes. Filthy, decadent brutes, the lot of them. I'm certain life would be much better for all of us under the Qun.
It was for me, after the Qunari rescued me from slavery in Tevinter. I was 8. The Qun isn't perfect, but it gave me a better life.
Yes, one free from all that pointless free will and independent thought. Such an improvement.
The Imperium and the Kunari both have their problems.
Fair enough, I suppose.
I'm not here to convert anyone. All I care about is stopping this red lyrium from reaching Minrathos.
With this stuff, the Vince could make their slaves into an army of magical freaks. We could lose Saharan, and see a giant Tevinter army come marching back down here.
The Ben Hasrath agree. That's why we're here. Our dreadnought is safely out of view, and out of range of any Venatori mages on shore. We'll need to eliminate the Venatori, then signal the dreadnought so it can come in and take out the smuggler ship.
What do you think, Bull?
Don't know. I've never liked covering a dreadnought run. Too many ways for crap to go wrong. If our scouts underestimate enemy numbers, we're dead. If we can't lock down the Venatori mages, the ship is dead. It's risky.
Riskier than letting red lyrium into Minrathos?
There might be Venatori mages on the ship as well. The dreadnought can't handle them.
It's unlikely there'll be more than 2 or 3 mages on the ship, and they'll be dead by the 3rd shot. On land, though, a half-dozen Venatori attacking the dreadnought from cover could do some serious damage.
If it's dangerous for the dreadnought close to shore, why not attack when the smugglers reach open water?
Any decent smuggling ship can outrun a dreadnought on open water. We need to catch them close to shore.
I could have crushed any Venatori resistance with the Inquisition's main forces. Why not use them?
Because then the Venatori would have seen you coming and run. They'd schedule a new shipment for later, and our spies might not know when or where.
Alright.
This is risky, yes. But it's our best chance to destroy the shipping operation permanently.
Let's go.
Let's go hold up our end of this bargain then.
What he said.
My agent suggested 2 possible locations the Venatori may be camped to guard the shore. There, and there. We'll need to split up and hit both at once.
I'll come with you, boss. Grim can lead the charges. Let me fill him in. Come by when you're ready to move.
Let's talk to Gat.
Just waiting on you and Hisrad, or Iron Bull, I guess.
How did an elf end up working for the Kunari out here?
Ben Hasrath usually pick elves or humans to work outside of Kunandar. They're a little harder to spot.
Just when they're wearing Dalish
Worked in
armor.
Orlais and Navarra, but only for a few years now.
What did you do before that?
When I was old enough, I fought Tevinter forces in Saharon. I was too angry to do much else. It took me a long time to accept the Kyun, to get past justice, to purpose. Some days are still difficult.
Sounds like following the Kyun hasn't always been easy.
I had a temper. Bull's nickname for me, Gat, comes from Gatlock, the explosive power in Canary cannons. I was so angry when I was first freed. I wanted revenge. I wanted to find my family who was still enslaved in Minrathos. I thought about leaving when the Kyun didn't tell me what I wanted to hear. But I didn't.
Why not?
The Canary were always ready to listen, to teach. They cared for me as much as one of their own. And if I leave, the parts of the Kyun that I don't like are never going to change.
I don't want to.
I'll let you know
Pester
when we're
him.
ready.
I await your pleasure, Inquisitor.
Once they're down, send up your signal. That'll let the Dreadnought know it's safe to come in.
Understood, Chief.
Remember, you're gonna want a volley to start, but don't get suckered into fighting at range. They've got mages.
It's all right. We've got a mage of our own.
I'm not
What's a mage?
Get in close and take their enchanter
I
down
love
before
Dalish.
he takes over the battlefield.
He'll be dead before he knows it.
Just pay attention, all right? The Vince want this red lyrium shipment bad.
Yes, I know. Thanks, Mother.
Kunari don't have mothers, remember?
We'll be fine, Chief.
All right, Chargers. Horns up!
Horns up!
Ready whenever you are, boss.
I'm ready to head out, Bull.
Right. Chargers, hit 'em hard and hit 'em fast. When this is over, drinks are on me.
You got it, Chief. Charges!
Aye.
Double time! Let's move!
Grimm's not there. And now Bull's
You gave your
back in his
charges the
armor and
easier
weapon.
target.
You think?
Lower and farther from the smuggler's ship, it's much less likely to be heavily defended.
Suppose we'll do the heavy lifting then. Just like old times.
Be careful. My agent said to expect opposition ahead of the main camp.
We've all done this a few times, Gat.
You've been living outside the Kyun for years now, Iron Bull. Just wanted to make sure your reflexes hadn't gotten as soft as the rest of you.
Ouch.
Oof. You don't.
Vince up ahead.
Don't let them warn the others.
I just KO'd him in one shot with my Winter's Grasp. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't? There he is. It's somebody. That was weird. Come on.
Can you make out any of your mercenaries down there?
Not from here. Probably a better view once we take the Vince camp.
Worried?
They're my men. I've been with some of them for years.
You're like level 7. He said he's level 11 for whatever reason. Come on.
Force them out!
You must wish you were back in Tevinter, Mage. No soldiers to guard you here, no slaves to wait on you.
It's the lack of fashion that really strikes fear into my heart.
You know nothing of fear.
And do you intend to teach me?
No. You serve the Inquisition, and the Ben Hasrath wish an alliance. For now, that is enough.
For now. That's something that worries me about the
Get
Kyun.
ready. We're
I'd like to
close.
get on board with their way, but like, it's just a matter of forcing other people. That's where I draw a problem. He levels to me, but the others don't. It's very bizarre. Come on. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, screw it. I was like, screw this. Alright. Before I signal the Dreadnought, we have some loot. First of all, where is it? Oh, it's in this one. Yada yada yada. Dread. Unique helmet, Iron Bull only. It's the only thing besides Vitar that he can put on his head. I give it to him, and it doesn't come off of him. Just look at that. Dread. So cool. Anyway. You have to make sure you get that, because if you don't, then you lose it forever, I'm pretty sure. I don't think you can get back up here later. Or this area, like, despawns or something. I'm not entirely sure how it works, I just know you need to get that right there. Anyway. Now we can signal the Dreadnought.
We're clear, Gat.
Right. Signaling the Dreadnought.
Chargers already sent theirs up. See them down there?
I knew you gave them the easier job.
There's the Dreadnought. That brings back memories. Nice one. Crap.
The Chargers can't stand against that kind of force.
No, they can't.
Your men need to hold that position, Bull.
They do that. They're dead.
And if they don't, the Venatori retake it and the Dreadnought is dead. You'd be throwing away an alliance between the Inquisition and the Canary. You'd be declaring yourself Talvashoth. With all you've given the Inquisition, half the Ben Hasrath think you've betrayed us already. I stood up for you, Hisrad. I told them you would never become Talvashoth.
They're my men.
I know, but you need to do what's right, Hisrad. For this alliance, and for the Qun.
I've only ever saved the Dreadnought once. And it's bloody miserable. I can't. I'm for my people.
Call the retreat. Don't.
That was an awful animation.
They're falling back.
All these years, Hisrad, you throw away all that you are. For what? For this? For them?
I regret that we couldn't protect the Dreadnought.
So do I.
No way they'll get out of range. Won't be long now.
Bull, when the Dreadnought sinks...
Sinks. Canary dreadnoughts don't sink.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's get back to my boys.
Mm-hmm. Back to Skyhold. So yeah, unfortunately that's what they gave you. Either ally with the Kunari and sacrifice Bull's Chargers, or save Bull's Chargers, and Bull declares himself Talvashoth, and the Kunari abandon any chance of allying themselves with us. It's sad, but it is what it is. I would rather, and I think Bull's happier this way, ultimately. He's changed. He's different.
Hey, boss.
Inquisitor, it is my duty to inform you that there will be no alliance between our peoples. Nor will you be receiving any more Ben Hasrath reports from your Talvishoth ally.
You under orders to kill me, Gat?
No. The Ben Hasrath have already lost one good man. They'd rather not lose two.
Smart. Goodbye.
So much for that.
I never meant to turn you against your people, Bull.
I'm the one who blew the horn.
On my orders.
Boss, let me have this one, all right? This one needs to be mine. You're late.
Sorry, Chief. Still sore from fighting off all those vents. Good to see you, Inquisitor.
That fight against the Venatori was a bit dicey.
We knew that you and the Chief had our backs, Your Worship. Chief's even breaking open a cask of chastened sackmead for the charges tonight.
Damn it, Krem. That's the kind of thing you don't have to mention to the Inquisitor.
Sorry, Chief.
Ah, forget it. You're doing fine.
Can't sacrifice Krem and Chargers. Let's go follow up with him before we head out to where Varric's quest is. Kunari bench. That's the throne. Yes, you can make a throne. It's just a bench. Here's a hint. I won't be doing that with this character. And here's our follow-up.
You wanted to see me?
Oh, that happened.
Oh, I got it!
See ya.
Yeah, my soul's dust. Yours is scattered all over the ground, though, so... Sorry, boss. I thought I might need backup. Guess I'm not even worth sending professionals for.
You knew the assassins were coming.
Little change in the guard rotation tipped me off.
Why didn't you tell me ahead of time?
You go through years of Ben Hasrath training to hide facial expressions when I wasn't looking. See? Like that. If I'd warned you or the guards, the assassins would have been tipped off.
You all right?
Fine. Hurt myself worse than this fooling around in bed.
What if they used poison?
Oh, they definitely used poison. Sarcomec, liquid form. If I hadn't been dosing myself with the antidote, I'd be going crazy and puking my guts up right now.
I love Bull.
As it is, it stings like shit. But that's about it.
I hoped the Ben Hasrath would let you go.
They did. Sending two guys with blades against me? That's not a hit. That's a formality. Just making it clear that I'm Talvishoth. Talva fucking Shoth.
Are you going to be all right?
It's a knife wound, boss. I think I'll live. I'm fine. Thanks. Anyway, I'll get this cleaned up and let Red know what happened. Boss, whatever I miss, whatever I regret, this is where I want to be. Whenever you need an ass kicked, the Iron Bull is with you.
He is such a great character that I just got attached to. Freddie Prinze Jr. really knows how to sell it. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking fondly back on that. Oh yeah, I want to go to reset Josephine's before I go to Varric, because, yeah. I want to send her to get the amulet for Cole, so we can do his quest too. Alright, Josephine, you do that. I like jumping. I'm sorry if it disorients people or bothers people. I know some people dislike people who jump all the time, but it's just a habit. Through knowledge of the Venatori and the Crow's influence on Enzo, I tracked down a storehouse outside the city. I hope you didn't want us to leave any Venatori alive. Sadly, Lord Enzo was not there, but he may count his life in days, so we respect our current arrangement and an interesting tweak of right on Venatori Gita. Master of Mabari grip. It's a dagger grip, I believe. Be looking for some of those later, but let's do this one first.
At your service.
Alright, and then out to Varric. Valamar, which is in the hinterlands. Here's some follow-up stuff, but we'll do that another time. And now that we've completed Iron Bull's quest, his is changed. Dead Kunari and kind of a more somber looking bull. There would have been a different card if we had chosen the other option. So, it's interesting. I like it. It's a little way of letting you know that a character's gone through an arc, which in this case Bull has. He's given up something of his past, but he's accepted that at some point his cover became reality. The Iron Bull became who he was. You know, he was sent out. The re-educators thought he can't do the hard work anymore. Let's give him an easy job as long as he stays loyal. And he was always loyal up until this point. But it's just a matter of... I don't know. It's just really interesting. You know, he was
Inquisitor.
The Iron Bull at the end of it all. The cover, the life that he created for himself. He made himself that because that's what he wanted. Not because it was the job. And eventually that caught up with him, you know. It was never that he wanted out of the Chronari, it's just that he also wanted this. And you can't have both. That was sort of the reality. And sometimes reality sucks. And he's, you know, hurting, but he knows that he did the right thing, and he knows that he's where he wants to be, as much as it's hard for him to sort of, I don't know, keep track. It's hard for him to ensure that he knows he did the right thing, because it feels like he's got to be in his 40s at least, so at least a few decades of his life just kind of got thrown away. I feel like it's a nug. Okay. Let's head back into Valamar. What did Iron Bull take damage from? Did he fall or something? It's weird. Okay. It's always the loading screens that cause a little bit of lag while I'm recording. I could see that there's a little bit of lag on the capture there, just with the flip. Okay, here we go.
Finally.
I like that his armor has that
Started to
dagger on
think
the
you weren't
back.
coming.
Looks cool.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric needed a safe for his shard. I'm the one who built it for him.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of Deep Roads entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the deep roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
We'd better get to work.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. Well, shit. I just love that Varric's quest is called Well Shit. It's just so fitting. Harda, as usual. Hi. Nope. Down you go. Oh, come on. Okay.
So this is what you do now?
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys? Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
Yeah, usually. I almost fell. That would have been bad. Even though I sealed off the Darkspawn tunnels, it's still I died and then came back. I don't know what just happened. I actually do not know what just happened. It'll be the Dark Hurlock Alpha. Even though it's sealed off, there's still Hurlock Alpha on there. Anyways, we have Darkspawn over this way to deal with. Where is he? There he is. Got him. Almost got him. Come on. Darkspawn that are in here. I could never beat the first time. How did he break through all of my guard and barrier? That confuses me every time. This episode will go a little bit longer so we can get this quest done. That was lag. That's more lag. I'm not sure what the lag's coming from. This jackass. Mosaic piece. It's actually many mosaic pieces that I actually think and that's might be for Varric, I think. Yeah, makes sense. Just do upgrades because they're easy. We got this. It's the back door we can open. For funsies. Let's go loot some of these other stuffs. Yeah, this episode will run a little bit over, but what the heck, you guys earned it by doing absolutely nothing. That's how cool you are. Fire buoy is good to get. Dwarven banner. I'm not going to use the dwarven banner, but there it is. Interesting. I don't think that's actually good, but it'll look cool. I would want the sturdy battle mage mail, but that's a decent drop anyway. Anyways, let's go open the locked door. So Varric and Bianca. They'll be out here in town. I'm not looting all of these guys, though, of course. Seems that even though they were scaled to level 11, they're still dropping stuff that's scaled up to us. Kind of glad I didn't open that room till now, then it got me a cool tier 3 schematic. I believe, yeah, I want to go around this way.
You had me worried, you know.
What did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the Red Lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Bianca.
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Perfect.
I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making. Ta-da!
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave.
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Eric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
Admitted, you've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Of course I was. After you.
Mm-hmm. Look, Carta.
How is what's-his-name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the Smith Bronca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
Warden Spellbinder. I wonder what you could be doing here. Come on, I totally dashed that. Hmm. Yeah, this is coming off. Oh my god.
You know, this is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartram's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
Yeah. Okay, I need deep rushing. That's just a random place we can't go through. That, however, is loot. It's just sitting on the ground. Paragon's luster, you know how it is sometimes. Come on, let me get this loot. And key.
There you are. You won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
It's exactly like your key. How did they get a copy?
Well, funny story. When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You've had people studying it for years now, and they've come up with nothing. I just wanted to figure it out.
Did you figure it out?
Actually, yes. I found out that red lyrium... it has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super
This is an interesting revelation.
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in
slow
helping my
down.
research. So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh, shit. I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric.
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
Mafarath's balls, she couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor.
That was
We've done
bad
all
angle.
we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
Slow down and unnecessary threats. But anyway. Alright, so she leaked the location. It's her fault. Yada yada yada, but everything's all done good now. Interesting stuff about red lyrium. I'll probably talk about it more next time. Thanks for hanging out with me.